this isn't a button check. This is actually neutral.
No, yeah, no. They are just hopping right up in it, and Xzax rocking the green block this time around. And you know what? Already from their past iterations and sets against one another, I'm looking for Xzax playing the really patient game. Yes, he's usually very aggressive like he is right here, but he knows if he makes one misstep, Meta Knight is going to take him to the heavens.
Yes. And I believe Twan has not yet managed to take a set off of Xzax, correct?
I don't believe so, from what I've seen.
And yeah, if I remember correctly, Xzax actually was one of our few defenders and Ido came to invade during the Christmas season, able to take 1 or 2 sets off of him. So this is certainly a matchup that Xzax is no stranger to. Also living with Tyrant a couple years back as well.
No, I mean, if you got that experience already, you know you're not going to hear the end of it if you lose to any other Meta Knights.
Oh my god, yes. You should see what happens to what Solimar says to people when people lose to other Olimars. Very, very, very
it's like, man, you lost
messages.
to York? What is wrong with you? But you know what? Here we go. Going so far, Xzax ends up getting that last stock. All right, but Twan trying his darndest to go ahead and try to make something happen. Gets a dash attack, up air.
Doesn't get the last hit. Really smart DI by Xzax right there.
Yep, I mean, right there, Twan reacted to it accordingly. Just unfortunately, that second hit was not there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh!
Twan is just tempting him. He's like, please, just come at me.
So this was mentioned to me earlier. I heard Kelsey, one of our hidden boss commentators in NorCal, right, was playing Xzax before the event, and he said that Xzax was laser camping. Like, actually, Xzax is practicing trying to play as lamely optimal as possible, which I'm honestly a big fan of.
Yep. No, I mean, Xzax, through our conversations with one another, it's what he's trying to implement into his game a little bit more, just because he knows he is one of the more aggressive boxers and just player in general. And he understands that that is his downfall at the same time, because most people end up making a game plan to go ahead and beat him out just like that. Twan, I don't even know if he was expecting some jabs coming out, but yo, he understands. The cockback off of that forward smash, stock.
Yeah, and right there, it's such a safe option to throw out in that neutral, too. It's hard to capitalize on it, even for Fox.
Ooh, the last hit of the Draw Rush ends up catching Xzax right there. Up throw. Ooh, he ends up catching a couple air dodges, but not pulling the trigger.
Just waiting for that ledge. Okay, nice the tomahawk there. Twan was expecting a reaction punish right there, so just buffered shield.
No, and I think that's the appropriate option right there coming out from any type of Fox, because most people are going to be terrified. You have a jumping Fox, you're expecting a back air, you're expecting some type of quick aerial, but the fall speed of Fox as well makes it so hard for you to react if they just come down and try to grab you. But again, another back air slipping up in there.
Yeah, the pressure of his offense, just the pressure of him existing right next to you, right? Because he's so fast, so many options, and pretty much anything that's not a grab can kill you when you get it up there in those percents. So it's very understandable to be wanting to hide in that shield.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, no, you know, throw isn't going to necessarily kill me, but that's just more percent being racked up on for any other hit to go ahead and take it. But Twan just running it straight back to FD.
And at the end of the day, a man can only be thrown so many times, right? Sooner or later, you're going to want to press a button, and that's when the Fox can catch you right then and there.
I mean, yo, that C-stick is always enticing.
It's so shiny, mijo. It calls to me.
I mean, this is why we have custom controller. Like, yo, controller chaos, you make a black one, it looks so much better. You're not going to be enticed to push it as much. But here we go into game 2. Twan actually coming out with a very early lead. Dash attack, gets a couple of up airs, but no, the DI really good coming from Xzax.
And Xzax just falling with the down air, not giving an air dodge that Twan was looking for. So already evening up the percent.
So one thing I am noticing from Twan quite a bit more is that he's utilizing down tilt. He's tossed it out a couple of times so far here against Xzax, try to get some type of spacing, but he also did it against DSS in the last set. But you know what? No down tilt, no nothing. Going to old reliable, the forward smash, catching the roll in.
Wait, Twan beat DSS to get here?
Yes.
Wow, good stuff by Twan. And I mean, Meta Knight down tilt, on your point, it's a really good jousting move. It has a nice solid disjoint, it's fast enough, which is what you need in order to contest Fox, because you're not going to be able to outspeed him, but you can out-disjoint him.
No, at the same time, at high percent, it becomes a tech chase situation, because then you get knocked out so far that they can either run up, immediately hit you with a shovel loop, or they could even just do dimensional cable.
Yeah.
So Xzax definitely has to be wary of that, but here he is sitting at 41%. Twan still holding onto his first stock. Try to go for that dash attack. Xzax barely getting away from it.
Xzax again doing the same old stuff, trying to do his signature move, but Twan actually jumping out of the way.
No air dodge from Xzax. I love the Nair attempt, and that's what I've seen from a lot of players. They are just challenging Meta Knights more and more because they understand if they air dodge, that stock is just going to be gone. But speaking of gone, up smash coming off for Xzax.
I mean, like, as a Meta Knight, right, you much rather bait out the air dodge and react with an up B than try to call out no air dodge and just up B, right? Because if you're wrong and you up B, then that's all the punish in the world for your opponent.
I like that from Twan, right there, just jumping out of the situation. Didn't even allow Xzax to get a dash attack or anything else in there. Over here come the up tilt, perfect pivot. No, just ends up turning around and Twan jumping out.
Already, though, just 49% out of the gate. That's the price of being a fast faller, and the scary thing is Meta Knight's also so light that this damage is already over halfway to death.
I mean, these are two characters that kind of just thrive off rage at certain times, especially now Fox in this range. He can just get a couple of these up tilts into the up airs, but look at that. Dash attack, shuttle loop, stock.
You know, Miho, that's thriving. That's thriving with rage right there.
He definitely hit up Kaiser. But here we go. Go into game 3.
You know, speaking of health insurance.
I mean, I don't know, yo, Xzax just got his checkup too, so.
I mean, here's the thing. This is why we're happy that the repeal didn't happen, because if it did happen, then Xzax would be dead right now.
I mean, yo, shout out Obamacare.
Yeah, shout out to Obamacare. Affordable Care Act, we love you here in San Francisco.
We miss you.
Oh, we're not missing it. It's still around.
I don't feel like it.
Actually, that's true. The prices do keep going up. But this isn't Politics Hour. This is Xzax landing up airs hour.
Yep. Ooh, and speaking of one up air, here comes the second one. Ooh, wait. Pretty sure that was a jump cancel there. Actually not what he wanted, but nonetheless, going to get some more jabs in, some more percent. And this is what I do want to see from Xzax. Yes, he wants to play a little more patient, but when he has Twan in these situations where he's kind of panicking, really because of all the pressure, I feel he has to keep that up. When he ends up letting Twan kind of get out of there, that's where Twan kind of comes back from it, because then he resets the neutral and he gets these dash attacks, and look at that. Already basically evening it up.
Yeah, this is only a 3% difference. Miho, I call that even.
Just kind of putting the fear into Xzax himself. Forward smash after forward smash, and not even doing it at the same time. Not giving any type of rhythm.
Yeah, that's always the thing we look for here when we find Meta Knights. NorCal being kind of the birthplace of the character. Oh!
Yep. And as I mentioned earlier, down tilt, tech situation, Xzax ends up missing it, and the shuttle loop run up.
That is so powerful, and I'm very happy to see Twan then integrating that into his style, especially against these higher level players where your openings to get those kills are
Tornado,
slimmer and slimmer.
ooh, but the fade back too much for Xzax to go ahead and get the up smash. There's a hit again. Oh, the up tilt just beating out the dash attack attempt, and the up air. Xzax evening up his set so far. Only 9% on him.
Right now, Xzax trying to stay sparse. Landing himself a little bit of a jab combo. Oh, gets caught by a dash attack, but uh-oh, catching that. Falling down air. Twan being wise to the impatience.
Xzax just challenging with a get-up attack. I like that just because I thought Twan was going to sit there and try to do a tornado or anything else, but he's going to get carried off the side. He's down air. Almost putting on just a little extra percent, but still, Xzax holding on to the stock.
It was scary because if all those up airs had connected, that would have been very close to death.
Oh, no, I think that was death, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
Especially there right next to the blast zone. And Xzax is kind of, you know, making sweet love to this platform at the moment. Knows if he gets down, he's immediately going to go ahead and get caught. And he doesn't want to lose the stock so far. And Twan kind of just sharking underneath below, catching him again, but it's still...
The eye of the gods right there, going straight to that corner.
All right, Xzax, a second lease on life, but errant dash attack out of shield shuttle loop.
Yeah,
Twan going up 2-1.
I mean, Fox dash attack, it's so good, right? But when it's blocked, it's like anything else. You can really punish the heck out of that Fox. You can skin him 10 different ways before he finally gets to press any other button. But Twan actually taking the lead now.
Twan is just playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, if you look at that last stock, he was just all over Xzax, just constantly playing at just the right rhythm, not letting himself be intimidated at all by Fox, which is a lot of Fox's strength, is just the fear of what buttons he might press. But if you don't let yourself be shook, you can get yourself a lot of distance.
All right, so here we go. Xzax coming in with the color counter pick. You know, he doesn't want to see green. He might want to know a little more subtle color, but you know what? I don't care what type of subtleness that is. 64 right off the bat. I don't know, yo. I think Twan has something against yellow.
Yeah, my theory is that it's a message to himself, right? Green means go, but Xzax wants to slow down, so yellow means slow.
Although the one thing with yellow is, like, you know, people run yellows. So, you know, he's probably still looking at it like, man, I gotta go. Ooh, air dodge.
Oh, waits for the air dodge. Doesn't get the conversion off the up air, though.
No, but he does get a conversion off of that up tilt. And I like the fact that Twan is making it very hard for Xzax to even try to hit him off stage, continuously going for the Jaw Rush. You know what? That hitbox right there at the end makes it very difficult for anyone to try to challenge Meta Knight.
Oh, just barely out of range of the second hit, and then Xzax lands the backer, still not taking Twan's stock, though.
All right, Twan ends up rolling on, and Xzax not even trying to do anything off of that forward smash. Knows exactly if he tried to go up there, he was going to get caught. But beautiful stuff right there to hold down.
Yeah, right there, counting on the fact that the invincibility would wear off, so the Firefox would hit Twan out of his way.
And so, ooh, Xzax finally is caught on. He knows exactly when to tech now.
Yeah, and that was very important to also tech backwards, because I believe that F smash would have covered second place. Here we go, getting himself another juggle situation, but Xzax hasn't been able to profit off these as the set has gone on. Twan has been making really great use of his multiple jumps as Meta Knight. Oh, there we go!
Ends up catching the roll. Finally, Xzax just, you know, threatened him enough to just go ahead and pick that option. Because usually Xzax has been opting to just jump right away or even going for some type of regular get-up option.
Did you see that up B angle to just barely avoid the Meta Knight forward air?
I tell Xzax all the time, like, you must have gotten an A in geometry a long time ago. back when you were taking classes and everything. I don't know how you do this.
Right now, though, Twan making it to that ledge. Oh, he doesn't get the footstool set up right there. That's a very tricky thing. Meta Knights can dash grab and then immediately do nasty gimps on the opponent when they're not ready to react.
Well, either go for the footstool or even DSS. Normally what he usually does is just go for an immediate nair or even just the jump up nair to catch them double jumping or anything else. But there we go, the up throw, so not going to take the stock. Not enough percent onto Xzax.
Yeah, if it was landed on that platform, I think that would have sealed out his life. And I think Twan knows it, but he tries to go for it anyway. But that DI by Xzax, once again, being so good.
Now, I'm surprised he didn't just opt for a back throw to go ahead and try to just keep up some more pressure. But, yo, the third time is the charm. And only 78% on Twan. And this is, is this still an even game?
It actually is. That's the power of Meta Knight. Always
got
clutch.
The dash attack. Here comes a tornado. One more dash attack will go ahead and just take the stock away.
Yes. It absolutely can, and Xzax knows it too. He's just jumping so much right now. Finds himself his own dash attack, tries to wait for an air dash. That time, Twan waits a little bit before he goes for it.
All right, he caught the roll back air, still not going to do it. No type of rage on the Fox right now.
And really great just vertical spacing by Twan, being right under all those lasers.
Dash attack, gonna get punished. Couple up airs. No, Xzax just popping out.
Xzax still alive.
Ends up going for the Xzax. That's not going to be it. Gets caught. Shoulder loop, not enough.
Wow.
Down tilt. And even off of the platform, ends up having to tech in the back air. Still not going to do it. Twan holding on to the stock for dear life. He knows if a Game 5 situation happens, you don't know what's going to happen.
I want to point out right there, Twan did that neutral get up. There we go. And Twan takes it right there. Dash attack, up B. Good old-fashioned stuff. I want to point out, at the very end of that set, we saw Xzax trying to scope out that neutral get up. All throughout that set, trying to land forward smash at the ledge, trying to land those jumping back airs. When the pressure is against the wall, though, that's when Twan went for it, and that's when Xzax thought, maybe I should gonna punish this roll get up instead.